What happened?
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them. Chris, Jill, Barry, every last STARS team member has disappeared. Who are you?
Ada Wong.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
I won't let anyone take the G-Virus away from me.
G-Virus?
Its potential is even greater than that of the T-Virus.
The monster that's been tearing my place apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon.
Games, Brains Are Bang Life with another episode of the Flashback series. We're looking at Resident Evil 2. Yes, we have done Resident Evil 1. We have done Resident Evil 4. We have done Resident Evil Code Veronica. We have done Resident Evil 3. We've missed out Resident Evil 2. The reason why it was left off for so long is because of the remake. It kind of felt pointless doing a Resident Evil 2 flashback when the remake was due out. But now it's time. It's a good time to do it. And it kind of ties up that original set of series before we hit Resident Evil 5 on the Xbox 360s and stuff like that. So Resident Evil 2. Now, I really shouldn't need to tell anyone this, but hey, here we go. Survival horror video game. Did you know that?
Nope.
Did you know it was developed and published by Capcom?
Who would believe that?
For the PlayStation in 1998. Even more shocking. You play either as Leon S. Kennedy or Claire Redfield, who must escape Raccoon City after its citizens are transformed into zombies by biological weapons, 2 months after the events of the original Resident Evil. The gameplay focuses on exploration, puzzles, and combat, the main difference from its predecessor being the branching paths, with each player character having unique storylines and obstacles. The initial version of the game, now this is one thing actually that people may not know, but you may not know either. If you may have read up about it. The initial version of the game, commonly referred to as Resident Evil 1.5, differed drastically and was cancelled when it was around 2/3 complete after it was decided it was inadequate. The final design introduced a more cinematic presentation. Yes, there was a Resident Evil 1.5. In fact, you can find screenshots of it. Yeah, that would actually happen twice. Maybe more than twice, but it also happened for Resident Evil 4. And they weren't happy with the game design. But they didn't want to throw away all the work they did for Resident Evil 4, so that would become another game. Do you know what that game is? Devil May Cry. Yep. But Devil May Cry exists because of a failed version of Resident Evil 4. And it was ported to the Windows, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, GameCube, with a modified 2.5D version released for the Game.com handheld. The story of Resident Evil 2 has been retold and built upon in several later games and have adapted into a variety of licensed works, including movies, books, you name it. It's all there. S.D. Perry's books, the movies and all that, yeah. And it was followed by Resident Evil 3 Nemesis in 1999. And a remake of the game was released last year for the PS4, Windows and Xbox One in January 2019. And it is an incredible remake. Yes.
It is.
Likes, dislikes, favourite moments, scenes, bits of music. Now, we are going to try and keep this more concise because we can go on for hours. And just give you an example. I've got 5 likes, 4 dislikes, 5 favourite moments, scenes, bits of music. It's quite a bit. So, you want to...
Well, I mean, I've literally gone pretty basic, to be honest, because
cool.
I can go on for hours.
We could.
Literally, I've gone, first one is just the story.
Yep.
You know, the story is fantastic. You know, it's probably it's one of my favourite ones. Mm-hmm. Literally, one's brilliant, but number 2 is just... The character, I mean, I like Leon. Leon's character is a great character. Yeah, I mean, the story of all.
Yeah, I mean, it is an incredible story. We in other videos relating to Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver talked about step-ups. Step-ups from as an original to a sequel. Resident Evil 2 is a great example of another game that massively stepped it up. Not necessarily visually, because it's got a lot of visual style.
Yeah.
Similar, better, but just the world, the city, the exploration, the start, everything about it. You are absolutely right. Yeah, and the story's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking hell, is it a great story. Yeah, and with that, and that's why my first like is it's without a shadow of doubt, and I wonder if you'll agree with this, the best Resident Evil game to date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love Resident Evil 1. I like Resident Evil Nemesis 3. I love Code Veronica, and I love Resident Evil 4. And I love Resident Evil 7. 5 and 6, well, let's not get into that bollocks. But Resident Evil 2, it's iconic.
Yeah, I mean, number 2 is definitely the best.
It is the best, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, 2, probably 2, for me, 2, 4, 1, Code Veronica. I actually like number 5, apart from fucking Sheva.
We'll have our flashback for 5. We haven't done 5. We'll have our flashback for 5.
Good.
I'll imagine she'll appear on both our dislikes. We said already it's a massive step up from Resident Evil 1.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the expansion of the world and love lore with an incredible story, which you touched upon there. A variety in enemies. Mm-hmm. So, different zombies this time. Although they were still zombies.
Yeah.
We had female zombies. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Different outfits. Policemen zombies.
Yep.
Different zombies. Lickers. And, of course, the man himself. William Birkin and his transformations.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
And I've got one more, like, A and B scenarios. Fucking awesome. Talk about replay value.
Yep.
2 A's, 2 B's, and then bonus stuff if you unlock them. That's some fucking replay value.
Yeah, so I mean, that's for mine too. I've got literally there's so many reasons why to keep playing that over and over again. You've got different modes. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure you've got like the hunt. There's a hunk.
Yeah, if you can beat I think if you beat all 4 scenarios,
you can beat hunk.
You can do the hunt one, and I think you need to do something specific to unlock Tofu. I can't remember what it is.
Oh yeah, Tofu.
Yeah.
I've got again the music and the characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. I mean, right, characters. They're all great.
Yep.
The expansion of people like Ada, to the villains, to even Sherry. We'll get to her. Oh, yeah, you're making the faces, I'm making them. Even as I'm saying, I'm like, fuck. Yeah. It's just an incredible amount of content, incredible amount of characters and stuff like that. Yeah. And music-wise, Resident Evil 2 has some wonderful music.
Yep.
Wonderful music. We could go on for hours about what's so great about Resident Evil. There's so much to love about it. But we got to move on. So, dislikes. There's some iffy voice acting. Let's be honest. The voice acting, while nowhere as bad as the stuff we got in Resident Evil 1, there's still some very hit and miss. And I kind of point the finger at Leon most of the time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tie into the next one. You ever heard the term white knight? It's often used in the internet terms. It's a negative connotation. If you're acting like a white knight, it's where you're kind of normally towards a woman. So I'll give you an example of what Leon does. How many times in that game does he say things to Ada? No, I'll go because I'm the man. Like you know this and whatever. You're this. And Ada often trying to blow him off. Ada, I'm here to protect you. It's like, fuck off, Leon. She's clearly doing fine on her own.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a white knight.
Imagine if that game came out now.
Yeah. Well,
think about snowflakes everywhere. Would rip it apart.
We don't snowflakes.
Snowflakes, man, proper man.
Well, no.
It'd be like, catcom are sexist.
No.
Look after a woman.
No. You're going over the top on that. You are going over the top on that. However, I'm saying it. Leon White Knight's Ada. At what point in that game does it give you the impression that Ada's weak and useless? At all. Even a point where she responds, where he says, "It's my job to protect you," and she responds by going, "Okay," like really like deadpan.
I can only think it's because of the fact that he's a new cop and he's trying to.
He thinks he's a fucking hero.
He's trying to be the hero. Yeah? He's trying to be the hero.
Yeah, but the one thing is, why is he talking down to her like that?
I don't know. I mean, if you were a firefighter or a police officer, you'd want to take command, wouldn't you?
I'd wonder. Oh, you've survived in this hellhole. Cool.
I mean,
what are you doing that I'm not?
I mean, you wouldn't go out and bollocks to it. Go crawl through the little shutter, and then if you get eaten by zombies, don't come crying to me.
But what? So your answer is, well, I'm the man, so I'll go do it first. No.
Oh,
that's the problem.
Well, no, actually, if it was me, I'd say, by all means, you go first.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
Just, let's go together and all that crap.
Yeah.
He ends up taking a bullet for this birdie belly nose.
Well, yeah.
You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. He likes that one.
Yeah. Leon's white knighting of Ada. That I think's a dislike. Got some?
The usual open and closing doors.
Oh,
Classic, it's
classic
typical,
Resident Evil stuff. Yeah. It's hard to really dislike it because it's just so part and parcel of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I did have the voice acting too, but my one's a bit of a jokey one from previous flashes and a serious one. So I've got obviously Sherry.
Yep. Right. I'll leave Sherry to the end because I'll join you with it.
Okay, well, my jokey one is just the fact that Brad Vickers doesn't get killed in this one.
Oh.
Honestly, I can't stand Brad Vickers, obviously.
He would die in Resident Evil 3?
Yes, which I mentioned in other flashbacks. So.
It's funny as well. Apparently he's going to have a bigger role in Resident Evil 3 remake. So...
That's good, actually, because it doesn't actually explain how he runs into Nemesis. So that's good.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, when you first meet him...
He just runs through the gate and he's all cut up.
No, you meet him in the bar first where he tells Jill about the Nemesis and then runs off and you follow him to the police station and that's where he gets killed. Right, so 2 more dislikes. First one is, this is the first clue. People like to point at later Resident Evils 5, or 4 even, as being where the survival horror kind of disappeared. I always think people give Resident Evil 2 an easy time. Resident Evil 2 is the first sort of distance away from the survival horror of the first game. It's a lot more action orientated. You don't struggle for ammo. You don't struggle for herbs. Other than some boss battles, it's a very easy game. It's actually a bit of a move away from survival horror. It's got horror. Obviously, it's a horror game, but survival horror, I question that. And the one we both have, Darling Sherry. Now, my issue is less about how irritating her voice is or stuff like that, to the parts we got to play as her. Oh, come on. What are you doing to me, Resident Evil? What are you doing to me?
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name.
Yeah, I hate the parts we have to play as Sherry. She's useless. I mean, yeah, and it's like, oh, I got to go past dogs as Sherry. Yeah. And she's slow. We need to get her through like the things, and she has to duck down and climbing up and down of boxes. Yeah. Everything about it is monotonous.
I don't know what they were thinking by introducing. I mean, they could have had her in there because obviously mother and father are inside the base, but not so much as a playable character, Or
do you think they did it because they originally designed Ada's part and were like, well, we need to have something for Claire? I don't mind playing as her because thankfully it's short. But it is proper, like, when I get to that part, I'm like, oh, let's just get through this as quick as possible.
No, but I mean, Claire's role is to find her brother.
But she ends up taking the mother role of Sherry.
Yeah, she does, obviously. But, I mean, again, I may be wrong because obviously I can't remember if she has another appearance in it.
Yeah, yes. She was number 6.
She comes back number 6, actually.
Grown up.
Okay, well then... I suppose, and then she's a part of the story now.
Well, she's part of the lore. She's part of the Resident Evil lore. That much is clear. In Resident Evil 6, the partner teams, there's 3 sets. It's Leon and I can't remember the woman's name, Chris and Piers, is it? I think Piers. And Sherry and Jake, Wesker's son.
Yes, yeah.
Wesker's son. Yeah. Right, favourite moments, scenes, bits of music. Okay, then. I'm just going to fly through mine, then you can do yours. Mm-hmm. So, the opening cinematic. It's a long one, leading up to the truck and the explosion. It's cool as fuck. Yep, great. The alligator fight. I love how this pans out. Yes, it's super simple, but come on, it's Jaws. It's the Jaws thing. Yeah. I love that. The remake nails it. Way better. The reoccurring and evolving William Birkin battles. Love that. Love those moments when you see him transform again and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mr. X in the Beast scenarios. What a massive game-changing, different bit of gameplay, and would preempt the Nemesis early on. And last but not least, music. One piece of music. Specific, because it's the specific point. Police Station is a no more iconic Resident Evil music.
Yep.
It's the police station. The moment you open those doors and you hear those chimes, there you go.
I mean, you've named those that I was going to say, but
Yep.
I would just say two for me. Like, I mean, literally right at the very beginning, where you go into the weapon shop and the zombies break through and they eat the guy.
Yep.
You know, and instead of being all scared and worried, you're worried about running over there to grab his gun.
Yep.
You're literally nicking his gun while he's getting eaten.
dead.
So, and then probably just the old typical where the countdown starts.
Oh yeah.
So you know, I can't remember her name. Is it Annette?
Annette Birkin.
Annette Birkin. She gets whacked in the head, and there's like the self-destruct system.
The
has
self-destruct
activated.
system
Yeah,
has activated.
Yeah,
It's a Resident Evil classic.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, no. So, but obviously you named like 3 or 4, and I would have said so.
Because you don't know it, I think this is kind of interesting as well. So Robert Kendo is the name of the guy in the gun shop. Do you know how I know that? He has an extended part in the remake, including you get a little bit of story about him. He doesn't appear till like halfway through the game.
Yeah.
His daughter has been bitten by a zombie.
I read that somewhere.
And there's these specific scenarios that are extra that you can play as, where you play as lost survivors or lost things. Like one of them's the mayor's daughter. You see her story, how she ended up in the hands of the chief. And you also see Robert Kendo's. It's kind of cool. You really need to play the remake, basically. Yeah. We could go on for hours about Resident Evil 2. It is an iconic game, the iconic Resident Evil game. Let us know some of yours in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/GBHBL, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal, what else is life for?